I was ashamed when I realized that life was a costume party, and I attended with my real face.
Tavares, right in the butt?
What?
No.
Less than a minute now.
Tool time for 200.
This term for a long-handled gardening tool can also mean an immoral pleasure seeker. Ken?
What's a hoe?
No.
Roses are red, the world is real evil.
Somebody sent me something on my phone and it said that I hog-tied her. I don't know how to hog-tie people.
Damn garbage. Garbitch.
Yo, I'm back, baby. What's going on, everybody? I am Monk Dan. Man, it's been a few days, man. Shit, damn near probably a week where I have not streamed. So I'm glad to be streaming right now. I'm glad you're here checking me out, man. If you are new to the channel, I'm Monk Dan, like I said. What I like to do on this channel is I like to seek and share wisdom through philosophy. Yes, I'm a philosopher, baby. Yo, as a matter of fact, if you are new to the channel, man, I ask that you hit the like button, man. Send me some comments. You definitely gonna send some comments on this one, man. Check it out.
Thank you, bitch! Bitch, thank you! Thank you! Thank you, god damn it!
Thank you, motherfuckers. Yo, man, I really appreciate that. And if you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, man. Yo, today's topic, man, it's gonna be interesting, yo. Man, the title, Trans XX, no social currency? All right, let me explain what I'm saying. First of all, if you are new to or don't know what the XX is, in the manosphere, red pill, all that, whatever, blah, 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 we use the chromosomes, the XY for men, XX for women. That's what that is. And then I abbreviate the dollar sign for space purposes. So, yeah, man, I came across this. Well, the actual video came across my timeline or my feed on Instagram, man, and I was like, yo. So this person proposed an interesting argument, if you will, because they did provide some evidence. And they suggested that men do not openly date trans women because it's not socially beneficial. And I was like, damn, could this be true? Right? So I'm going to also include caliwestmiami, and I don't want to include him in the conversation per se, but he proposed a very interesting question along the lines as well. So there's an interesting dynamic happening right now where people are getting, how about this? Let's say it this way. Let's just keep it in the man-woman dynamic, relationship dynamic. If you don't know this, there is a social benefit of that dynamic or the dynamic of that relationship. Can you agree with that? If you agree with that, then yes. If you don't agree with that, I'm not sure why you don't agree with that. What the fuck do I mean? Yo, you a man, right? You're in the relationship, or you're whatever you want to call it, situationship, so on and so forth, whatever you want to call it. You're in that thing or that relationship because you're going to get some sort of benefit. And the benefit that you are looking for is the peace leave, right? And the dynamic of the woman seeking the benefit, she's looking for your meats. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams. She's looking for your money, your energy, attention, or your goddamn time. That's what it is, man. There's a benefit out of this relationship. Whether it could be the JUCO short term or it could be long term, marriage, whatever the fuck you got going on. There is a benefit. Check this out. way back in the gap, man. Man, please don't look up this person if you know my history and all this bullshit. So this was a woman, man. She came from the East Coast, and I was living back in Texas at the time. And man, I was broke, busted and disgusted, if you will, man. You know, and I was one of those sucker for love dudes, broke, and I was looking for to capture this woman with love. Give me the fucking buzzer. Yo, but you know what? This lady here, she said something very cold-hearted to me, man. She said it to my face, man. She said this. She's like, "You don't bring any value to me." And I was just like, damn. Yeah. But shout out to Coach Greg Adams. And now I understand now. Now I get it, man. I'm still in monk mode, I guess you could say. But also I'm on the dark side as well. Why am I saying that? Is that now I understand the dynamic or the relationship. What's up, Luigi, man? But now I understand the relationship between men and women. There's a benefit there, man. Men, let's just be honest, man. We want the peace leave. That's what we're looking for. Women, they're looking for all kinds of things, man. Access to your money, access to your energy, your time, all of that good shit. Your meat, money, energy, attention, and time, right? So there's a mutual benefit here, man. There is something that each party is trying to gain, right? This is what I'm trying to talk about. Can or could men in this in this situation, would they be willing to date someone that's trans, a trans woman, if there was a social benefit to it, man? Right? It sounds bizarre that I'm asking this, but check this out, man. I'm going to include Cali West. You know what? Let me go and upload Cali West right now. Shout out to Cali West Miami. Yo, check this brother out, man. His channel is awesome as well, man. He's fellow Coach Gang, man. Man, shout out to Cali West Miami. I'm going to shout him out, keep shouting him out, man. And fair use before I even play the video. His video is going to talk about the relationship dynamic between NBA players and these ratchet ass rap singer bitches. I mean, excuse me. Sorry, my fault. My fault, Meg and Glorilla and all these. I don't want them to come after me, yo. Yo, let me load it up right here, man. And I'm gonna show you. It's so crazy that in his stream, he asked this question, and then it was like maybe a few days later, this person said the same damn thing, but the dynamics are different, right? Because you got the rappers dating the the rapper chicks, right? Glorilla, Meg. We're going to talk about that, and I'm going to show them in the video. And then you had this person saying, hey, this person was saying the same thing. Like, they were saying, hey, men would do the same thing over here, but they just don't get the benefit. Let me show you. Let's get into it, man. Let me show you my man, Cali West Miami, man. Shout out to Cali West Miami. Yo. All right. Once again, I'm gonna keep saying this. Fair use. Shout out to you, Cali West. You know I'm gonna see I'm gonna see you in the goddamn live stream, man. When I get the time, get the chance, man, and I'm gonna show some love to you again, man. So I appreciate you for allowing me to use this short clip, man. I appreciate you for dropping this knowledge, man. Check it out.
Question for y'all: are they paying NBA players to be with these female rappers, bro?
I'm gonna pause it. Listen to what he said, man. He was like, are they paying these NBA players, yo? Are they paying them to be with Meg Thee Stallion, Glorilla? Are they paying them, right? Why am I saying that? It's a social benefit to the dude. The dude is getting a benefit out of this situation. So they're jumping on board, man. Let me let them cook, man.
Because the reason why I'm asking is because Gorilla's dating a basketball player now. She's dating Brandon Ingram.
I don't know if I forgot if he's going to talk about who Brandon Ingram is. For you, those who don't watch basketball, I gotta admit, I don't watch basketball a lot. To be honest with you, shit, I ain't watched no game this fucking season, man. I'm more of football. But anyway, I know who Brandon Ingram is. He did play for the Lakers, I believe. And then I think he went to New Orleans. But anyway, Brandon Ingram is, I don't know if he still plays with NO, with the Pelicans. But anyway, man, he's an NBA player, man. He if you've been around NBA, you know that player. You know that name. So he's not no chump, if you will. Like, he played for the Lakers. He was with LeBron, you know. So, like, I mean, he's not a chump, you know. Anyway, I think he did play with LeBron, with the Lakers. I think he did. Shit, I don't know. Anyway, let me let him cook.
Do y'all know that? Yep. Let me show y'all. Once it decided it's going to show. Look at this. Okay.
I don't care if we on the run.
Beyonce, you about to go take my shit.
And please don't take my shit.
Look at Beyonce.
I don't care if we on the
Beyonce trying to steal. Check that out, y'all. Y'all see that?
Yo, check that out, man. Look, bro. What the fuck, man? Like, the dynamics between Brandon Ingram and Glorilla? What the fuck, man? That shit don't even make sense, bro. I don't know Brandon Ingram like that. I don't follow him. His style on the court is, he's more of a laid-back kind of guy. Glorilla, if you don't know who Glorilla is, she got that goddamn song. What the fuck song is that shit? I can't even tell you. I don't even know Glorilla's song. I can't. I'm trying to think of the fucking song. I ain't never. Man, you might know the fucking song. I don't really follow these motherfucking rappers like that. What's the? I ain't never. Don't. I can't even think of the fucking song. Let me see right fast, man. I want to put some respect on her name. I ain't trying to disrespect her like that. What the fuck is your name? Your song, Glorilla? It's one jam that's the only one that, Let Her Cook. I'm talking about that Let Her Cook. Yeah, that's the song. Let Her Cook. I ain't cook. Some shit like that, man. But yeah, man, the dynamics of these two, it doesn't make sense, bro. And so, Callie, man, I appreciate you for asking that question. He was like, yo, are these dudes getting paid to be with these chicks, man? I'm like, bro, I mean, come on, yo. I mean, Brandon Ingram can pull way better chicks than Glorilla. I think Glorilla got kids. What the fuck, man? Like, that's your best option, bro? Something ain't right, man. You know what? Hold on.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Man, hopefully that played, because I couldn't see it. But that sounds suspicious. I mean, it's suspicious to me, man. Let me let Callie cook a little bit more, because I think he's going to get into Meg.
You know what? I ain't gonna front though. I'll probably fuck Glorilla too.
Wait, hold on, Callie. Yo, Callie, you go fuck. Hey, man, Callie, man. Yo, man, you know, all right, so check it, man. I follow Callie quite a bit, man, and I try to catch his streams as much as he can. Man, Callie, Callie, you like them little hood ones, man. You like them hood ones, man. You like the straggle daggles, man. I think you do, bro. Hey, man, I'm not like Callie, man. I like flatbacks. You know what? Let me see if I can play it right fast. Hold on. Check it out. Let me see if I can load this shit up. I think Callie likes those motherfuckers. Yo, check this out.
I'll have the chicken. White meat only.
I like the white meat only. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh man, hold on, man. We got some people. I can't even load the people up. Man, I don't know. I can't even highlight the goddamn person. Jesus and Elijah both return. Man, somebody's spamming my goddamn box right now, bro. Talking about Jesus, and you know what, man? I got something perfect for you, Miss TonyaIsElijah. Like, what the fuck how do I even highlight this shit? I don't even know how to highlight comments so y'all can see the goddamn comments. This is a first for me, yo. I have no idea, bro. But you know what? I'm glad Miss TonyaIsElijah. I'll just read your comments out loud so that people won't think I'm bullshitting. You know what? Before I even read your no, you know what? I'm not gonna read your shit because I got something special for you.
Jesus said and Jesus went. Oh, yeah. Jesus heard and Jesus walked over. Oh, yeah. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Yeah. Jesus. Well, I don't want to talk about Jesus this evening.
I don't want to talk about Jesus. I'm not a religious dude. I don't give a fuck about your fucking religion. I don't give a shit about it, bruh. I don't give a fuck about no religion, dog. I'm here to talk about the reality, the shit that we see, bro. This shit is happening in real life. You're talking about an imaginary character, bro. I don't give a fuck about your religion. I don't give a fuck, man. That's your fucking religion, bro. I don't want to go there, bro. Religious people, man, y'all are the most wicked motherfuckers. So fuck you and your fucking religion, bitch. God damn, man. I don't like religious people, bro. I don't like religion, bro. That shit is the fucking weirdest shit, bro. You talk about shit that don't exist. I'm talking about shit that's happening right now. I just showed you Cali West right now, bro. Let me get to my goddamn screen, bro. I just showed you Cali West right now, man. This is Cali West. We're seeing right now live that this dude that's a multi-millionaire is dating a strag. The bitch is a strag, man. Why is he doing this? Cali West has brought an interesting question to this table, to the topic, man. Are these motherfuckers getting paid to do this shit? Now, Cali said he a fuck, but I'm like, bro, this bitch is a strag. I think she got kids, bro. That doesn't make sense, man. So why would a man subject himself to this? Well, in this situation, it's, dog, he's got to be getting paid, bro. Let's continue, man. Kelly, cook for me.
I don't think she's a bad looking chick, but she goofy as hell, though. But I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily wife her up, bro. So yeah, you know, you better pull that game. Better be strong, bro. Pull that game. Got to be strong. Damn, they just kept on running it back to back, huh? Yeah, what y'all think? What y'all think, man? Y'all think? You know what I'm saying? Y'all think? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? These record labels, they icing them out. They giving them stuff.
They have to be, bro. It doesn't make sense. Bro, Brandon Ingram can pull bad bitches. Glorilla is not a bad bitch. Kelly, I know your I think I have an idea of your style, Kelly. I think that's your type, man. I think that's your type. I like flatbacks. I like the white meat only. You know, I like flatbacks. That's all man, that's what I like, bro. Now I ain't gonna tell you, I'm not telling you that I'm hitting flatbacks all the fucking time. Man, bruh, I ain't got the goddamn money. I ain't got the reach. I ain't got all of that, man. But I can get what I can get when I can get it, if that makes any sense.
Because I don't know if y'all know, but Megan Thee Stallion had gifted Buddy a watch. I'm
gonna speed you up, Kelly. I'm gonna speed you up a little bit, brother. See if I can get to that part, because I want to show you the fucking watch. Here it is, right here. Check it out.
See what they got. Y'all see this? Can y'all see it? Can y'all see it? Yo, you clowning.
They said Slim Thug hurt. Shout out to Slim Thugger. Yo, they was hurt. They was killing Slim Thug, man. Yo, if you didn't know, man, I'm from H-Town, man. My birth city is H-Town. Grew up in H-Town, damn near my whole fucking life, man. I'm glad to be a fucking way from that motherfucker. But man, shout out to Slim Thug in the H-Town, man. But goddamn, yo, Slim Thug, man, he was simping over that bitch. I mean, he was simping over Meg, yo. Anyway, man, let me see if he gonna play the video.
XO Pro said, yeah. Oh yeah, yo, together.
It's just a little past the 8 on board. We got it.
Nice. So this play is one thing right there. Fire.
That's a good watch too. Thank you, brother. Sheesh. Megan got to get to do this.
Word?
Yeah. What a sweet lady. Evening is just.
Yo, I'm gonna pause it right there, yo. I'm gonna pause it right there, man. And I'm gonna get to the main topic here, man. But that part right there, I wanted to highlight. This dude has a fancy fucking watch that I can't afford. He didn't get that shit. If you heard it correctly, he said, shout out to Cali West. Thank you for letting me play the video. He said that he got that watch from Meg. Meg bought that motherfucker for him. That's a fancy watch, thousands of dollars, yo. And listen to his response. He was like, she's a sweet lady or something like he said. She's a sweet lady. That's a sweet lady. Something like that. Bruh, that don't even sound authentic, man. It does not sound authentic. If you don't know who Klay Thompson, the guy that was in the black suit, he's dating Meg Thee Stallion. If you don't know Meg Thee Stallion, she's a female rapper as well. And Klay Thompson played for the Warriors, and now he's playing for Dallas, I believe. Once again, that's a mismatch, man. Klay Thompson has a laid-back style on the court as well. I don't see him just wilding out, in the streets. Of course he does. I'm sure he probably get down and dirty or whatever, do his thing. But him and Meg, bro, that just doesn't make a good combination, man. I don't want to hear about opposites attract. Man, she's a strag, bro. We already know her situation. And I'm saying all this stuff allegedly because I'm trying to protect myself. Man, I heard, man, Ocho and goddamn Shannon, man, they going through it, bro. Woo! So I'm trying to be careful, bro. What the fuck, man? God damn. Shit, man. Motherfuckers are going crazy out here, baby. Man, but anyway, I'm saying all that to say that this dude has a benefit to date Meg. Brandon Ingram appears to have some sort of benefit to date Glorilla, man. They're getting paid. Cali West was like, yo, is it the labels, feeding these cats these money, diamonds or whatever the fucking watch he had, whatever the fuck that was. Could it be though, bro? Could it be that they're putting themselves in this situation because they find themselves getting some sort of social benefit? That leads me to this part right here, man. This person is saying the same goddamn thing, man. The same goddamn thing. And shout out to this person at the Mila or Mila Jam. This is going to be heavy, man. This is going to be heavy, yo. So let me put my disclaimer up one more fucking again, man. Like, yo, if you coming with that religious shit.
Jesus said and Jesus went. Oh, yeah. Jesus heard and Jesus walked over. Oh, yeah. Jesus. Yeah. Jesus. Well, I don't want to talk about Jesus this evening.
I don't want to talk about Jesus, bro. I don't want to hear nothing about your goddamn religion. I don't want to hear that shit. This shit is irrelevant to this conversation, bro. This shit is irrelevant, man. We're trying to figure out, yo, could it be possible that men would do the same shit? They would date the trans woman if they had a financial benefit to it. We're trying to figure that shit out. That's what I want to know. Because you can obviously see they'll do it for the strag, the rappers, the strag rappers. They'll do it for them. right? So let's not get all holy and all of this bullshit. And on top of that, let's keep the truth out here. We know that motherfuckers are doing this shit. And I said Houston, bro. I shouted out Houston. We know that shit is happening in Houston. We see that shit happening in the ATL. Man, that shit is happening all over the fucking world, bro. So we know it's happening. The question is, if there was a social benefit for the man, would he do the shit openly? That is the question, bro. That is the question. Your religion ain't got shit to do with this, man. All right? Let me show you this video, man. This person came across my goddamn Instagram, and I was like, yo, Cali West proposed the same question. They're saying the same goddamn thing too. Check it out.
Men don't date trans women socially because it doesn't give them social currency. I have thought about this a lot. I always try to find the best and easiest way to say this. But if men could benefit, like in capitalism, if they could benefit from dating trans women socially, a lot more men would do that openly. I believe this with my whole heart. They see us and they see trans women as the way to connect to themselves the best behind closed doors, where they can have a therapy session, they can have love, they can have someone, see them for who they are, they can embrace all of the nuance that comes with, your identity and yourself when you're dating a trans woman. But if they were getting jobs and getting money and getting status from dating trans women, they would do it openly. I fully believe this. Like, we think about basketball wives, we think about all of these sports guys with their women on their, their arms and stuff. And they benefit from that because it's currency. It gives them this, upper hand at being like, look, I'm the man and this is what I do and this is how I run it, right? And so much of love in our society in Western civilization is capitalism. It's literally basically, how can we sell this idea that you are doing great in your life because you are with this person? There's such a performance that comes with heteronormativity, like people being married and having relationships and doing the whole fanfare, right? It's just as performative as a Broadway play, if you ask me. And when you get down to the real nitty gritty of people's feelings about what they like, who they're with, when they're with that person, most men that have dated a trans woman in secret can tell you that woman changed his life. That woman saw him for who he was. That woman held him. That woman made him feel like no one else has ever made him feel, physically and emotionally. And the girls who get paid for that, congratulations and kudos to you, because too many of us have been out here doing it for free. But I wish that people would just recognize that elephant in the room, which is that these men would never be with us openly unless they're super disconnected to their family. I've seen guys who don't have any family, right? They just are loners. They will literally be like, you're my queen, I ride and die for you, and I will show you off and be with you. Or the ones that are super healed, that have done the work, that have been in therapy and that have committed to it and are not just making it up, that have really worked on themselves and make themselves aware of the fact that there's humanity in women who are trans, and that's beautiful. And they can see past all of the BS that people spew and all of the myths that people spew about trans women.
I was saying that when I was growing up, I listened to hip hop, and what I was saying was that in hip hop, this subject had presented itself, and I wasn't aware of it because I was young. But now as an adult, and we have talked about this on the low, if you will, conspiracy theory wise, or alleged, people have alleged that this popular rapper on the East Coast had presented this person to us, but it went over our heads. Actually, it was two popular East Coast rappers in this video. This guy, the scene was that this guy came up to behind the alleged transgender person, and was like, look, I'm gonna buy you some wine. I'm gonna just creep up from behind. You know who it is now. Allegedly. And also it was another rapper, famous rapper, in that video, right? So they were kind of commingling with this person. And that same transgender person popped up in another scene, going into the men's restroom to relieve themselves. And there was two guys in the video, and those two guys, they were like, oh shit, and they kind of backed off, if I remember correctly. Allegedly, this person was a transgender. So they have been revealing this shit to us. For myself, I just didn't get it. I didn't see it. I didn't understand it. Now it's being presented to me, and I'm like, oh, wow, it's been here. Wow, okay. And then I believe another scene, the same transgender person was in another scene with the main rapper in the bed together. Allegedly, that this person was transgender. Why am I saying that? I'm saying all this to say that this shit it's been presented to us openly, but hasn't, for one, registered to everyone. Two, it hasn't been fully accepted, if that makes any sense. Another conspiracy theory or some alleged information has been presented is that some of our United States presidents have openly married some transgender women. I'm trying to be careful, man. I'm trying to, I'm just being careful as much as possible. It has been alleged that some of our United States presidents have married transgendered women. And I'm like, wow, could this be? But they may have openly had this person as their wife, but they hid it in a way where the truth wasn't fully covered. If that makes any fucking sense. I'm trying to speak in a way where I won't get fucking taken off YouTube. I don't want anyone to come after me, man. Seriously. My point is not to expose, and I'm not here to do all that shit. I'm just here to ask the question, can it be fucking true what this person has been saying? Let me pull them back up, man. Could it be true what this person has just said, man? That this can be accepted if there were a social benefit to the man. All right, check it.
Men don't date trans women socially because it doesn't give them social currency. I have thought about this a lot. I always try to find the best and easiest way to say this. But if men could benefit, like in capitalism, if they could benefit from dating trans women socially, a lot more men would do that openly. I believe this with my whole heart.
Okay, this person, and shout out to @themilajam. This person is bringing some very heavy shit, man. It's like, yo, I just shout out to Cali West. I showed the clips of how these NBA players are doing the same exact thing, although it's with a woman. They're doing this. And I'm like, yo, something don't seem right. I just don't see these two athletes engaging in a relationship with these individuals, man, these specific rappers. It just doesn't make sense. Now, you could say, I know Cardi B was married to, what was old buddy name? One of the guys from the Migos. I don't know. I'm not good on my pop culture, man. But I can see the dynamics of that relationship. Shit, they're both rappers. Makes sense, right? Actors date actors. Politicians date someone in a political sphere. I can see that. That shit happens. It makes sense. But these particular athletes dating these particular rappers, I'm like, that shit don't make sense. You saw Clay talking about, oh, she's a sweet lady. That shit just don't mix. Why could they be doing it? Because there's a social benefit to them.
They see us and they see trans women as the way to connect to themselves the best behind closed doors, where they can have a therapy session. They can have.
Now that's whoa. That's heavy, man. That a guy would go and have a therapy session with someone that's transgender. That's whoa. That's like whoa. Because I can only imagine the psychological circumstances that the transgendered person would be going through. Like, that's heavy. Like, that person is going through a lot, and then here you are bringing all your bullshit to this person. Like, that's whoa. That's very heavy, bro. Like, what the fuck? So they're both dealing with these circumstances, if you will. That's heavy, man.
Love. They can have someone, see them for who they are. They can embrace all of the nuance that comes with, your identity and yourself when you're dating a trans woman. But if they were getting jobs and getting money and getting status from dating trans women, they would do it openly. I fully believe this. Like,
could that be the truth? Could that be the truth? We see it with Klay Thompson. We see it with Brandon Ingram. Although the circumstances are slightly different, the situation is the same. They're in this thing only for benefit. We see it all the time. I'm going to the big screen right fast. Yo, check it, man. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams, man. Coach Greg Adams provided some insight, and this is between the man and woman dynamic. Coach has presented some information, man. Coach Greg Adams, he was saying that if you're in the corporate world and you want to succeed, you cannot be a bachelor. You cannot be a single male, right? Only if you want to make it to the top. He was saying, yo, you cannot be a single male and make it to the top in corporate America. Why? He was saying that, yo, you don't look stable. You don't look like a secure man. You look like you can up and leave or whatever the case may be. So here, the uncovered truth is that these guys that want to make it to the top in corporate America, they'll find someone to marry. They don't have to love the person. They're just finding this person to marry. Why? Because they are trying to get to the top. They're just trying to financially get to the top. That's a great example, Coach, and I appreciate that example, man. He even talked. Coach was a coach. He was a collegiate basketball coach, and he was saying the same thing. He was like, "Yo, if you want to make it in this thing, you gotta be married, man. They want to see you as stable with a marriage. That's a benefit for the man to engage in that relationship." How about this? You have wealthy families. And I'll give you that's a bad example because it's a movie, but wealthy families. I'm actually reading Casanova. Casanova didn't come from a wealthy family, but there was some text in the book saying, hey, these wealthy families, they did not marry someone of lower tier. It just didn't happen. It won't happen. It does not happen. So they'll marry someone else that's wealthy. Why? Because it's a financial benefit, man. I'm hoping this makes sense in the sense that these relationships are not just because of love, man. And shit it's weird that people still think that. I used to think that. I told you, when I was back in H-Town and that girl from the East Coast came down and I was like, man, I'm broke and I'm trying to woo her with love. That shit does not exist. It never did, bro. It never did. Old girl was like, yo, I find no value in you. She found no financial gain from me, man. And rightly so. I could not support that lady, man. I could not support her. I was broke. I was working part-time job on my college campus. Trying to graduate, blah, blah, blah. So there's a benefit, there's a financial obligation of these relationships. And in the question that Cali West presented and the Mila presented was that, would these dudes subject themselves to these relationships if they found themselves in a financial gain? The proof is out there for the man and woman dynamic. The proof is there. I just gave you the examples with these collegiate coaches, with these corporate guys, with these wealthy guys. They're doing this thing. It ain't because of love. Now Mila is saying the same thing, but however, Mila has added a nuance, if you will, saying, hey, guys will do the same thing over here. The only difference is there is no social benefit, no social currency involved. There is no gain from this. So they won't do it. Let me let Mila cook, man. I'm going to let this finish out. I know this goddamn video did not shut the fuck down. I know I did not just shut the goddamn video down. Oh, man, now I got to find this shit. God damn it. And I don't even know what part I was on. Oh, no, oh, okay, cool, whatever.
We think about basketball wives. We think about all of these sports guys with their women on their, their arms and stuff. And they benefit from that because it's currency. It gives them this, upper hand at being like, look, I'm the man and this is what I do and this is how I run it, right?
I gave you the example. Shout out to Cali West presenting that evidence, a physical evidence right there. Coach Greg Adams talks about much of his dating, some of his dating life, right? And he always talks about how it's a social benefit for the man when he gets a bad chick, a goddamn 10, if you will. And he talks about how when he gets these bad women and he has them on his arm and they go out, he gets treated differently versus when he goes out by himself. Social currency. He describes how people adore him. They're asking him and all, his lady friend. There are people just adoring them as a couple. People admire them. Versus him going out by himself, people don't see it that way. People, he was like, people don't really, people might, gawk at him or whatever, but it's not the same dynamic when he has a bad chick on his arm. Social currency, man. That's interesting, yo. Social currency, man. Wow. Social proof. Social proof. When you trying to get at a chick, she coming at you like, I don't really know you. But if she see that you can get bitches, now she all up on you. Social currency, man. Let me let Mila cook, man.
And so much of love in our society and Western civilization is capitalism. It's literally basically how can we sell this idea?
Facts. That's a true fact. You fucking Valentine's Day. You sucker for love ass motherfuckers going out there to Valentine's Day buying cookies and cards and crackers and all that goofy ass shit. Flowers. You going to these expensive restaurants. Bro, it's capitalism. These motherfuckers find it as a profit. Yo, fall in love. Here's one huge kicker right here. The fucking family court system. These courts are saying, yo, marry her. Yes, marry her. Marry her. And don't get no prenup. They're not telling your ass to get a prenup, but they tell you to marry her. Buy the diamonds. When I was younger, I used to see the K commercials. There was K Diamonds Best Girl. I forgot the commercial. It was when I was real young. They used to, a kiss from K or some shit like that. They used to show these commercials. Marry her. Do all these things, bro. And who benefits from that? It ain't the man. He may socially appear to be benefiting from it. But when that bitch divorces ass, who benefits? The fucking courts. Family courts, bro. There was a report. I'm on Coach Stream today or Monday. Today is Tuesday now. And Coach is talking about the divorce rates or the amount of women who file for divorce in 2024. It's a high ass fucking number. But what am I saying all this is for? Bro, these corporations, our government, they find it beneficial for your ass to fall on the goddamn sword, man. They find a benefit. Man, it's all capitalism, man. It's all about motherfuckers getting that money, getting their paper off your silly ass, thinking about it's about love. It's a benefit, man. It's money, 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 money. Mila Cook.
That you are doing great in your life because you are with this person. There's such a performance that comes with heteronormativity, like people being married and having relationships and doing the whole fanfare, right? It's just as performative as a Broadway play, if you ask me. And when you get down to the real nitty gritty of people's feelings about what they like, who they're with, when they're with that person, most men that have dated a trans woman in secret can tell you that that woman changed his life. That woman saw him for who he was. That woman held him. That woman made him feel like no one else has ever made him feel, physically and emotionally. And
I don't know about all that, man. I can't even go deep. Pause. Hey, man, I don't know about all that. That's a huge dynamic in terms of getting in a heavy relationship and all of that. That's pretty heavy, yo. And I don't know. I mean, I don't even think that shit would work, man. It's just how I saw Klay Thompson and Meg the Stallion situation. I just don't see this dynamic working either. So Mila is talking. I'll go to the big screen. Mila is talking positively, and that's enough of Mila, man. We get the point. We see that Mila is talking positive about the experience. I just don't see that happening. I just don't see it working. I don't see it. I have not come across any social media posts that suggest that this will work. The dynamics of a trans woman and a man, and we're not talking about the financial benefit. I'm talking about even in the secret aspect. I just don't see it working, man. Relationships are dead. That's just the bottom line. Relationships are dead. I just don't see that as a long-term secretive relationship to work. Relationships are dead, man. There is no monogamy, man. Motherfuckers are just doing what it's the wild, wild west out here, bro. So Mila is talking positive about it from a secretive standpoint, but I'm like, yo, that shit still ain't gonna work. It's just the dynamics are way off, man. Like you got a lot of shit going on. You're transitioning from one gender to the next. That's a lot of craziness going on. That's a lot of stuff happening. Then you have this person, the man who is supposedly dating you or in a relationship with you secretively. It's just too much. It's too much chaos, if you will. It's too much. It's just so much happening, man. I just don't see that working, man. So Mila is talking positive about it, but I don't think that'll work. It's just the dynamics are off, man. There's so much going on, and it's all in secret. But when it happens, let's just hypothetically, if it's openly accepted, I think all shit would hit the fan. All shit would hit the fan. Because that person, I'm thinking the transgender woman is allowing or accepting this person because of the circumstances. I'll give you an example. Let me back off a little bit. So Coach Greg Adams talks about the dynamics between a Pookie and a chick that dates Pookie. And he talks about this all the time. He says that old buddy is in a relationship with this chick because he ain't got no money. He's probably been to jail. He ain't got no bank account. He probably ain't got no place to stay. So he's leaning on old girl, right? Coach is saying, shit, old girl need him more than anything. Why? Because now she has somebody that's dependent on her. She has a Pookie. It's a weird dynamic, man, because you be like, damn, he need her more than anything. Well, shit, the dynamic is that how can I phrase this? She needs somebody that's gonna need her ass. If that makes any goddamn sense. I'm not a relationship expert, and I don't want you to think that. I'm learning as I go, man. All of this is new for me, man. I'm learning all of this shit. But I'm like, you be thinking like Pookie winning, Pookie losing, but old girl needs Pookie. Which is crazy. You're like, damn, you need him? Well, hell, shit. Look at her lifestyle. Look at what she fucking does. I'm saying all that to say is that the transgender woman is probably needing that man more than anything. Look at the circumstances. Well, this person can't openly date somebody, so they need the secret love, if you will. But if the dynamics of if everything is lifted, and how about this? I'll say it this way, if this can make sense. The more freedoms that a person have, you can see the true nature of that person. I'll say that again. If the more freedoms are unveiled that in the relationship, you'll see the true dynamic of their relationship. I'll give you an example that we can all recognize with the man and woman marriage. We see that women are getting more money now. We see that women can prolong marriage. They can prolong having kids. We're seeing the freedoms. We can see that they're holding jobs. They say they have educations now. They're getting these freedoms, right? But you don't see them running straight to marriage. Hopefully that made any sense. Hopefully that made some sort of sense to you. So that's what I mean about that relationship is not going to last. So if society says, hey, you know what? We're good. The man can benefit from this situation. I guarantee you that with those freedoms being lifted, you can see the true nature that person is like, man, fuck that. I could do whatever I want. I can just in the same relationship with a man and a woman. The woman got her education now. She got her money. They say they get houses, blah, 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 blah. They prolonging marriage, prolonging having kids. They're not rushing to get married. They're not rushing for a relationship. I think that same situation will apply with a transgender woman and a man that wants to date the transgender woman but can't do it because there's no social currency. Hopefully that made sense. There was a lot there. Yo, man, I meant almost a goddamn hour, man. I didn't mean it to go a fucking hour. But I really thought that was a really interesting question, man. Cali West presented the question, and then a few days later, the same question was presented by Mila in a different context, if you will. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. Could that be? Could we see the same dynamic with the Klay Thompson and Meg Thee Stallion? Can we see those same dynamics if the social currency was there? That is a very good question. I don't know. I don't know, but my guess is that it won't work. If, like I said, if the freedoms were unveiled, I don't think that shit will work, man. I don't think it'll work. Just like, to be honest with you, I want to say Shaq or was it Mike Tyson? One of them said that shit ain't gonna last between Meg and Klay Thompson. I don't see it working. I don't see it lasting. the dynamics of those two individuals are off. But shit, relationships don't work, man. Relationships are dead. Coach always said, yeah, if you lived in Paducah, Kentucky, if you lived in the sticks, it might work. I don't think that shit gonna work at all. I live in the mountains. I see people, out and about. But now that I know these truths and I'm on the dark side, I'm like, yeah, nah, that's not a good move, man. I'm on the dark side, baby. Yeah, man, I'm staying a free agent for life, baby. Hey, man, I appreciate you for tuning in, man. If you have questions, man, that's why I want you to hit me up with some comments, man. If you have questions about my thought process, how I got I presented some evidence from Cali West. I presented as much evidence as I could. I just didn't want to just speak about it, but I presented some evidence. Shout out to Miami. I appreciate you, brother. Man, I'm gonna have to super chat you for allowing me to use your content, man. And once again, just a disclaimer: I'm not associating Cali West to my topic. I'm just presenting some parallel dynamics of the situation. That's all I used it for. So, Cali, I just want to salute to you, brother. I'm just showing some similarities that's happening in society. I'm learning, man. I'm learning a lot right now, man. Like, whoa, okay. Because I was closed off, man. Like I said, man, and I was one of those individuals, man. I grew up in a simp society, a simp culture, R&B music, man. I grew up in that type of environment. I grew up having the mindset that love can conquer all. Like Lionel Richie had a song like that. What is it? God damn, I can't think of the song. But yeah, I grew up with that mindset, man. Love. Dog, it's all about finances, man. Right? It's about finances. Anyway, man, I'm about to get off this stream, man. I appreciate you, man. I really appreciate it. Today was my first day back, man. So I'm working out a lot of my kinks. I had my mic off. Anyway, man, I appreciate you for tuning in, man. Hit the like button for me, man. I would really appreciate that shit, man. Hit the like button. Send me some comments, yo. Man, I know TonyaIsElijah put some comments in here, man. And I appreciate that. And my man Luigi was in the building too. Man, I appreciate you, TonyaIsElijah, for sending comments. But man, this person hit me with a goddamn Bible. I mean, this person said, I'm going to just read the comments. TonyaIsElijah said, her first comment was, Jesus and Elijah both return as women and marry soon. Jesus is female in gender. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. I'm going to be here a few minutes, man. Holy fuck. My bad, Tonya. My fault, Miss TonyaIsElijah. Yo, let me reread that shit. See, this is what I'm talking about. I'm learning and listening. At first, I didn't listen. I just saw all these goddamn Bible quotes, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? So she probably was like, well, fuck you too, motherfucker. Yo, let me read these comments, yo. First of all, Luigi, he said, just watch down there, and you now what you are. That's what he said. I guess he meant now, just watch down there, and you now what you are. And then he says, now, nah, no way. Then he says, yeah, I'ma subscribe him. Okay, shout out Cali West. Cali West, you got a new subscriber, man. You got a new subscriber, brother. All right, Tonya said, Jesus and Elijah both return as women and marry soon. M-A-R-R-Y, soon. She also says, Jesus is female in gender. Whoa, that's the first time I heard that, yo. Elijah is male in gender, ... And then TonyaIsElijah says, Matthew 19:12 says, God prefers same-sex marriage and transgender people are born that way. Whoa! Whoa! I don't follow the scriptures. I don't read the Bible. But man, TonyaIsElijah says Matthew 19:12 says God prefers same-sex marriage and transgender people are born that way. Wow. TonyaIsElijah. I don't know how to make this on my screen, man, so you guys can see that. I have no idea how to do that. I'll have to ask. TonyaIsElijah says selling the gospel is a sin. Anyone in religious places will die soon. Their choice. I'll read that again. Selling the gospel. This is what TonyaIsElijah said. Selling the gospel is a sin. Anyone in religious places will, I'll just say, delete soon. Their choice. Then TonyaIsElijah says Malachi 3:8-12 says God won't rebuke the devourer, in parentheses Satan, until the ministers return the money. I have no idea what all this means, but I'm just reading it. Then the final message I see, TonyaIsElijah says rapture is for the wicked. God's real people will celebrate, shine with light, and live forever on earth. I don't know what any of all that stuff mean. This is new information once again. This person's, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is new information for me. I have no idea. Jesus and Elijah both return as women and marry soon. Jesus is female in gender. I've never heard that. I don't know. I have no idea, man. I have no evidence of this stuff. That's my point of. My apologies, Miss TonyaIsElijah. I called you out your name. I did all of that. That's my apologies. My fault. I just saw all these goddamn Bible verses. Like I don't know what none of this stuff means, man. I don't know what it means. I don't know what to say. Okay, like wow, you're the first person I heard to ever say that Jesus is a woman. I don't know. I have no idea. No. Well, with all that being said, man, I really appreciate you for tuning in. Man, it's good to be back, man. This is my first day back, man. I got to get back into the groove with it. Man, work is taking me away from this portion of live streams. I do live streams, but on my gaming channel. So I got to get back into the groove of this, and you will see me more, man. So I really appreciate it, man. Hit the like button as I leave. Send me some comments, please. Yo, let me holler at me, man. Holler at me. And if you haven't done so, subscribe, man. All right. As always, I say peace, man. Have peace of mind, man, because this shit is crazy, man. This world is crazy. We don't have any understanding of none of this shit, man, but we just winging it as we go. That's what the fuck I'm doing, man. I'm trying to find, what the fuck it is. I don't know, man. I'm just learning as I go, man. And as always, man, I tell you fellas, man, we got to be kind to ourselves, man, because this motherfucking world is not going to be kind to you. So, man, treat yourself and be kind to your goddamn self. All right? Peace.
Just let me eat you one time. You gonna sleep for 3 days, my baby. I'm gonna make you cry.
How you gonna show us?
Ay, ay, ay. Thank you, bitch! Bitch, thank you, God damn it!